Get ready for NFL Draft Day 3 action. The 49ers are continuing to build their roster depth with their latest selections. We dive deep into what's happening as they continue to shape their future and see who is making the cut for this championship contender.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the San Francisco 49ers move in the 2026 NFL Draft, where they secured the 5th-round pick and selected offensive tackle Enrique Cruz Jr. We break down the scouting report on Cruz, examining his physical tools, his collegiate performance at Kansas, and what NFL.com and PFF are saying about his potential as a future starter. Now, we pivot to some major off-field drama impacting the league. We investigate the troubling reports surrounding Kansas City Chiefs defensive tackle Mike Pennell Jr., and the serious allegations that have surfaced concerning the death of Carly Francesca Guzman-Roch in the Dominican Republic, and what the Chiefs' official response is saying. Finally, we shift focus to the Green Bay Packers and their draft strategy. We hear directly from Packers Director of College Scouting Matt Malaspina and General Manager Brian Gutekunst as they break down Day 2 of the 2026 NFL Draft, looking at picks like Jaeger Burton and Brandon Siss, and we wrap up with all the essential takeaways you need to know before the final selections. The 2026 NFL Draft is heating up, and the action is continuing live on Day 3. Teams are aggressively building their rosters, with the San Francisco 49ers continuing to bolster their depth with key selections. Viewers can follow all the Day 3 selections, highlights, breaking news, and expert analysis from the draft as broadcast live on NBC Sports Bay Area and California. The focus remains on identifying crucial talent as teams compete for the next wave of NFL talent in Pittsburgh. The San Francisco 49ers have secured offensive tackle prospect Enrique Cruz Jr. in the 5th round of the 2026 NFL Draft. The selection came with the 39th overall pick, a result of a trade involving the New York Jets, which saw the 49ers move down to the 33rd overall selection. Cruz enters the draft with a collegiate resume from Syracuse and Kansas, where he started 30 games at both right and left tackle. During his final season at Kansas in 2025, Cruz earned honorable mention, all Big 12 honors after starting all 12 games at right tackle and limiting sacks to just 2. Following his collegiate career, Cruz participated in the 2026 NFL Scouting Combine, posting a 4.94-second 40-yard dash and a 35-inch vertical jump. Scouting reports offer a mixed outlook on the prospect. Lance Zierlein of NFL.com described Cruz as a big, burly right tackle with outstanding length, but noted athletic limitations. Zierlein indicated that while Cruz possesses explosive power when using his hands and upper body, tight hips can limit his leverage as a drive blocker. He also pointed out that while he shows slide quickness out to the rush, his anchor against bull rushes is slightly below average, suggesting long-term sticking power may be challenging. NFL.com assigned Cruz a pre-draft grade of 6.11, classifying him as a good backup with potential to develop into a starter, projecting him as a 5th-round pick. Pro Football Focus, PFF, graded Cruz a 70.3 overall in the 2025 season, placing him 102nd among 632 qualified offensive tackles. Dane Brugler of The Athletic noted that Cruz forced attention with his steady play, possessing the size and length to tie up rushers and flashing vice-grip hands. However, Brugler suggested that his punch timing and overall hand usage are still developing, indicating functional strength that could be hampered by inconsistent technique. A former 2-time Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl champion is reportedly a person of interest in the death of a woman in the Dominican Republic. The body of Carly Francesca Guzman-Roch was discovered at a property owned by Mike Pennell, a former Chiefs player, following her disappearance in 2021. Guzman was officially declared missing on September 13, 2021, after failing to make contact for 8 days. ESPN reported that Guzman's body was found on Pennell's property in January of last year, while a worker was performing trenching work. The report was based on information from anonymous sources close to the ongoing investigation. Pennell Jr., the defensive tackle for the Chiefs, has denied any involvement in the incident, strongly refuting the claims in a message to ESPN, stating, "This isn't a story. I'm not legally involved. This is fake news being reported. I'd advise you to speak with my agent lawyer before writing a false story, damaging my reputation." Pennell Jr. has a history involving multiple suspensions from the NFL for substance abuse violations, including 2 incidents in 2016. Additionally, he faced a lawsuit in 2024 from Dwayne Haskins' widow alleging fraud in a dog breeding business in the Dominican Republic. Pennell Jr. has had a varied NFL career, playing for the Chiefs, the Cincinnati Bengals, and other teams, including stints with the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. He is currently a free agent. The Green Bay Packers have been active in the 2026 NFL Draft, securing several players across multiple rounds, with recent focus on selections in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds. Director of College Scouting Matt Malaspina discussed the team's 5th-round pick, center guard Jaeger Burton, with the media. Larry McCarron and Wes Hodkiewicz also provided reactions to the Packers' selections, including edge Dennis-Sutton in the 4th round, whose college highlights were shared. Director of Player Personnel John Wojciechowski spoke with McCarron regarding Dennis-Sutton. General Manager Brian Gutekunst joined Larry McCarron to recap Day 2 of the 2026 draft, with McCarron, Mike, and Wes sharing their takeaways for Green Bay. Furthermore, Milt Hendrickson, Director of Football Operations, provided updates on 2nd-round pick CB Brandon Siss and 3rd-round pick DT Chris McClellan. National scout Mike Owen also commented on Siss, a 2nd-round selection. Gutekunst has also addressed the 1st-round picks and shared insights on the 2025 draft selections, while Packers QB Jordan Love and LB Ration Gary offered encouragement to the rookie class. The coverage also included reflections from defensive lineman Baron Sorrell on his experience at the 2025 NFL Draft.